My friends, it is so lovely to see you today. My name is Nexus Floof, and I am here to talk about the Thousand Suns faction focus. I am super excited because the Infinite Damage army is probably going to get some detachments that help with its infinite damage. And I am totally looking forward to that. And it's totally not probably going to be durability, and then we're like, oh fuck, the Infinite Damage army doesn't die. But, you know, it is what it is. We'll go ahead and roll that intro, baby. Woo! Good, clean execution. All right, fantastic. So going in, I didn't hear anything extra in this versus what I'm probably going to be reading. It just sounded like basic detachment strat enhancement, right? I didn't pay too much attention though, so I could be wrong. Ritual of Regeneration. Thousand Suns Army, or we don't read the flavor text. We don't care. We don't care about lore here. We're competitive 40k players. We don't give a dang about the or whatever. Once per turn per unit, when a friendly Thousand Suns Psychic unit, excluding monster unit, successfully manifests a ritual, that unit heals D3 wounds. Okay, that's a lot. We also saw earlier that heal does in fact bring back models. So if you're looking at Rubik Marines, right? If any of them are down, it doesn't just heal a guy up to 2 wounds, right? If you roll the 3 and you've got a guy on 1, he heals to full, and then you get a Marine back if one is dead. For Terminators, you can get a whole Terminator back. This is really good. Really strong. Eruption of Vitality, Infantry Mounted Thousand Sun Psyker model only. The first time this model is destroyed, at the end of the phase, roll 1d6. On a 2-up, set this model back up on the battlefield as close as possible to where it was destroyed, unengaged with 3 wounds remaining. This is insane for monophase armies, of course, but also just the fact of if you have a psyker just get killed in the fight phase, right? That's going to be the last time your opponent can interact with it. It comes to your turn, you move, do whatever you want with it, and then hey, you do your spell, you do your ritual, and then you heal back up some more, right? So this can be very, very good. It's better into melee because once again, there is no other phase. With Tau, they could shoot you, kill you, and then a Riptide can still charge you and do charge mortals, right? So overall, really good. This is a sick enhancement. Thank God it's infantry mounted, so you could do sorcerer on disc, which is interesting to think about, but mutagenic magics, 1 CP, start of the fight phase, 1 friendly engaged Thousand Sun Psyker unit, select 1 enemy unit engaged with your unit, roll 66. Okay, so it's grenade. It's grenade for the fight phase. It is start of the fight phase, which is very interesting, right? Because if it's something to where it is a low model count unit, something to where like, hey, 3 8-bound have charged into my sorcerer, right? There's a world where you could kill 1 or maybe even 2 of them, and that could super swing the math on whether or not your unit dies or lives. Yeah, this is sick. I really like it. Just access to more mortal wounds, access to essentially being able to punish your opponent for like trying to swing at you, right? Because T-Suns don't like being in melee, right? They don't want to be in melee. So this is a very good defensive thing of like, if you tag me, you are going to take damage. As well, anything that's like on 1 can no longer charge you, right? If there's Angron walking around on like 1 health, he can no longer charge you because you just go 1 CP, you're dead, right? Like that's just good. Sekitar cohort. So the robots, I have a hot take. I think the Sekitar robots look super fucking cool. I really like them. I think they're neat, and we have seen that in the competitive meta, these guys fuck. Genuinely like a fantastic unit. The infiltrate with the stealth, just overall wonderful fucking unit. It has been hell to play against every time I have played against them, and they've been across me on that board. These guys do work. So, friendly Sekitar robot units attacks have psychic. Okay, so Sekitar robots ignore hitmods. And then friendly Thousand Sun Psyker units have the following ability: Infusion Aura. While a friendly Sekitar robot unit is within 12 inches of this unit, that unit's melee attacks have +1 weapon skill. That's huge. That's very big. just them being able to take the claw and smack you with the claw, even better. Very good. Um, thank God this isn't just +1 ballistic skill, right? Because being able to take that with, all of the meltas and all that kind of stuff is okay. I see a ballistic skill. Sorcerer, exalted sorcerer model only. In your movement phase at the start or end of this unit's move. Start or end is crazy. You can select one friendly Secretary unit within 6 inches of this unit. That unit's range attacks have +1 ballistic skill until the end of turn. So, it's not like start or end of the move is very, very strong, right? Because we have it now to where we just think it's very powerful to be able to not have to be within 6 inches of the Secretary robots, right? Or any unit, right? Any unit, you can walk up and then give your aura buff, right? Because right now a lot of stuff just does it in the command phase. But also having access to, say, the enemy has gotten very close to you. You're worried about Overwatch. You do want to be able to move your character. You're just going to move them back behind a wall. But before you go back behind the wall, you just say, hey, you have +1 ballistic skill. And then, hey, all of your shooting attacks are psychic, right? So everything is ignoring hit mods and you're +1 to hit. This is really, really good. I think that just taking like some solo characters, even with like the ritual of regeneration, that could be like super sick. Yeah, I don't know. I just realized actually, hold on, for the 1,000 Sun thing, once per turn per unit. Okay, so an exalted sorcerer joining rubrics wouldn't be able to heal themselves 2d3, right? Because it's the same unit. I hope so. Warp fields, 1 CP. Your opponent's shooting phase when an enemy unit targets a friendly Secretary robots unit within 12 inches of a 1,000 Sun Saga unit. Range attacks that target your unit have that with a strength greater than your unit's toughness have -1 to wound rolls. Okay. The Secretars already have a good armor save. They have an invulnerable save. They have an awkward amount of wounds. They are stealth, so you're going to be -1 ballistic skill when shooting them. Or you have the benefits of cover. So if you ignore cover, you get around their stealth. But now they're also -1 to wound. That's really gross. That's really gross. Yeah, Secretary robots. They are so cheap. So cheap. I think this detachment is amazing. I 100% think you should take this detachment. This is fantastic. You should also take more Secretary robots. A list that has like 8 to 12. I know that's mostly for Warforged Cabal. But these guys like do a lot of work. Genuinely they do a lot of work. Servants of Change. We got Zangors, yay! All Thing Mutant Hordes. Friendly Zangor units have battle line. And your shooting phase when a friendly mutant unit is shooting, enemy units have +6 detection range. Stop trying to make detection range work. Hidden's not gonna work. This detachment is a mutant tag and cannot be taken with another mutant detachment. So it's what's the one right now to where you could have stabbed yourself to get out of melee combat? That was like hell in the meta for a little bit. What was that detachment? The Zenko detachment now. We all know what I'm talking about. I can't take it with them. +6 detachment range is cute. Right? Just being able to be, it's 15, so 21 inches away for a Mutalith Vortex Beast to be able to shoot you. Fine. Most of its guns you were going to be within that range anyways, but whatever. Yeah, this is fine. Right? It's okay. Battle line on Zangors is neat. Thicket of Bladed Bone upgrades spawn unit only. This unit's melee attacks have +1 AP and cleave. Okay. +1 AP and cleave. So cleave actually is very cool because with them being D6 +2 attacks, right? It's very swingy on what they're able to handle. Now they do hit on 4s, so this isn't the best thing, but I believe it's like 612 or something like that. Going up to 622 and then cleave 1. Yeah, this is fine. I don't know how many you want to take of this. My favorite spawn are normally like the Emperor's Children one are super good. They're just kind of outclassed by other stuff in Emperor's Children right now. But I still think you should. I personally think you should take one or two. These ones are the ones that regenerate, and they have the invuln. I want to say. I don't super remember. Hold on. Yeah, they got the invuln. They got the feel no pain. They regenerate wounds. They're tanky, right? They're not necessarily the damage dealer one. So this is cute because it can like start to help their damage, but I don't know how much you want this. It seems a little awkward because I get they're a mutant, right? But they don't care about the detection range. They obviously don't care about battle line because it's not them. I don't know. I kind of got to be sold on this one. Moving on. Prismatic displacement, 1 CP. Your movement phase when a friendly infantry mounted mutant unit is selected to make an advance / fallback move. That infantry mounted unit, the bow goats, and the spear goats. Your unit's range attacks have assault until the end of the turn. That move does not prevent your unit from being eligible to shoot / declare a charge. Oh. Okay. Well, why is assault here? Oh, you need the assault keyword. You can be eligible to shoot, but not have assault. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, because servitor battle clades are like that, to where for the longest time, they had a thing to where like you can do an action after advancing. While you were doing an action, you were eligible to shoot, but if you weren't in Conqueror, your guns did not have assault, thus you were not able to shoot. But if you were in Conqueror or had another source of assault, which I don't think there was, then you could shoot. And this is making it to where you can fall back, shoot and charge, and then advance, shoot and charge, but also give your guns assault so that you are able to do that. Okay, yeah, that's fine. All of this is neat. I think the first and second detachment are like the main ones. The Zangor one is just cute. And Thousand Suns players, I'm so sorry. Your thing was great, right? It was really cool. This is where I stopped giving a shit about you guys because my favorite word. Look at, hey, get out of here. Get out of here. Hold on. We're keeping this in. We're doing it live. We're nearing the end of our faction focus run. Unfortunate. But never mind that. It's time to rejoice. The day of ascension is at hand, and on Monday, we throw off our chains to join the Gene Stealer cults in their most glorious moment. Brothers and sisters, beloved members of the cult, it is nothing but a joy and a privilege to look forward to the greatest faction focus that we will be seeing on Monday. I truly do hope that you find yourself looking upon this channel on Monday because it is going to be beautiful. And I cannot wait. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, leave a like, comment down below, all that YouTube stuff I'm doing in my like Gene Stealery voice. Do whatever the fuck. I will see you all on the day of ascension. Roll the outro. Goodbye. Oh god, that was terrible.